Hello students, today I will start chapter number 8 from your reasoning book, that is comparing quantities. Let's see the question number 1, that is the ratio of 350 gram and 3 kg is. Let's see the solution. Firstly students, we have to convert 3 kg into gram. That means 3 kg is equal to 3000 gram. And now we have to find out the ratio because 350 gram is given in the first value. So we have to put this value in the numerator, and 3000 gram we have to put in the denominator. And after solving it, its value will be 7 upon 60. That means C option will be right, that is 7:60. Let's see the next question. In an office, the working hours are 10:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and in between 30 minutes are spent on lunch. Find the ratio of office hours to the time spent for lunch. Let's see the solution. In the given question, the office hours is 10:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That means total 7 hours he spent on office. That is equal to 420 minutes. That means when we convert hours into minutes, we should multiply 7 into 60. That means 420 minutes. So now we have to find out the ratio. It is 420 divided by 30. Because 420 is the given value of the office hours, so we have to put this value in the numerator, and 30 is the given time for the lunch, so we have to put this in the denominator, and after solving it, its value will be 14:1. That means which option will be right? Option number C. The next question is, in a school the total number of students are 3200, out of which 1800 are boys and the remaining of girls. Ratio of number of boys to the girls will be. Let's see the solution. Student, the total number of boys in the school, that is given 1800, and the quantity of number of students is also given in the school, that is 3200. So for finding the number of girls, we should subtract them. That means number of students minus number of boys. So after subtracting it, its value will be 1400. So we have to find out the ratio of the girls to the ratio of the boys. That means ratio will be 1400 upon 1800. So after solving it, its value will be 7 upon 9. That means 7:9. So which option will be right? Option number C. Let's see the next question. The next question is, to make a cup of tea, the ratio of water to milk is 3:1. The ratio of water to milk is 3:1. To make a 4 cups of tea, the ratio of water to milk will be. Let's see the solution. For the solution, students, as the question told you, water to milk ratio, that means W/M, W for water, M for milk, it is given 3:1. So now 4 cups will have 4 times the water and milk of a single cup. So the ratio will be 3 upon 1, and both numerator and denominator should be multiplied with 4, and after solving it, its value will be 12 upon 4. That means C option will be right, 12:4. In the given proportion 9:3, 36:12, the extremes are. Let's see the solution. In this question, the 4 parts of a proportion are separated into 2 groups. That means means and extremes based on their arrangement in the proportion. A upon B is equal to C upon D. That means 9 upon 3 is equal to 36 upon 12. So here extremes value are 9 and 12. That means first and last. When we do the cross multiplication of this value, A should be multiplied with D and B should be multiplied with C. That means first and fourth value of extreme and second and third values will be of means. So which option will be right? Option number D, that is 9:12. I hope now you are able to understand the question number 11. Now student, let's see some more questions. 12:3 is to x ratio 1. let's see the solution of this question. Like the previous question, as I told you, A upon B is equal to C upon D. When we do the cross multiply, its value will be x is equal to 12 upon 3. And after solving it, its value will be 4. That means which option will be right? Option number C. Now all the students, let's see the next question. That is question number 13. Are these numbers 3:27 and 9:9 in proportion? Let's see the solution. 3:27 means 3 upon 27. Can we cancel it from the table of 3? Yes, of course. 3 1 ja 3, 3 9 ja 27. That means its value will be 1:9. And 9:9 means 9 1 ja 9, 9 1 ja 9. That means 1:1. Are they equal, students? You can see they are not equal. So which option will be right? Option number A. That means no. Now let's see the next question. That is simplest form of ratio 144:28 is. Let's see the solution. 144:28 means 144 upon 28. Now students, we can cancel this value from the table of 4. 4 3s are 12, 4 6 are 24 and 4 7s are 28. That means the answer of this question will be 36:7. So which option will be right? Option number B for this question. Let's see the next question. That is question number 15. For 25:10:10:4, the mean proportion is. I told you in the question number 11 what is the meaning of means. Mean equal to, you have to multiply second and third. That means 10 into 10. Second value is 10 and also the third value is 10. You can see here. That means 10 tens are 100. So which option will be right of this question? D part, that means 100. Now student, let's see the next question. The next question is, if x ratio y is to y ratio z, then the correct statement will be. Now student, like the previous questions, I told you this will be the equation. X upon y is equal to y upon z. Because I told you about the formula, when two values are given, a upon b is equal to c upon d. Now do the cross multiply. Xz is equal to y multiply y. Student, we can write y multiply as y square. That means the final answer will be y square is equal to xz. That means which option will be right? Option number B. I hope now you are able to complete the whole chapter 8 from the reasoning book. Thank you.